think we are live, and let's show that. What do you got?
My butt.
Okay, so we are live. People can hear us. Give me just a moment, people. We will get with you here. Sorry, we're a little behind. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go to YouTube, make sure that's not 100% certain. Hey, if you can hear me, give me just a few minutes, set things up. We had a little bit of difficulty, but we'll get it going here in just a moment. We'll get it going here in just a moment. That's yours? All right. So we got Facebook going. Hey, let me get this, see if we got the YouTube going though. That's the other one I'm trying to get. All right, so here we are today. We're in St. John's, Arizona, actually outside of St. John's. This is an off-grid house, something new that we're doing. We're trying to do an open house virtually. If you tune in this, if you want to see this house, we'll do an overview of the house here in just a moment. Bear with me, I'm trying to get this up on YouTube, make sure it's working. If you're on YouTube, maybe shoot me something saying that it is, but I'm not seeing the live streaming yet. So give me a moment and we'll get to it. Okay. Yep. Okay, so we got live on everything. Let me introduce you right here to partner in crime here. This is Chip Isley. Chip is actually the listing agent of this property. I'm gonna let him give you a short overview of it. Stick around because this is a really cool property. And when I say really cool, I'm talking, number one, look at that view out the living room window. This is actually an octagon house, and we will show you guys anything you want to see. And if you're joining in and you're late to join in and you didn't get to see the whole tour, we'll go back and do a tour for you. If you want to skip ahead, whatever, you know, anything's up to you. This is just something a little bit experimental, and we're giving it a try. So Chip, go ahead and give us an overview of the house itself.
Just kind of telling everything about the house and what's...
Yeah, bedrooms, bathrooms, acreage.
All right, so the house is 37 acres, right around 37 acres. It is a long, skinny piece that goes from up there and it drops down this gorgeous view. I mean, it really feels like you can almost see Utah from here. You can see forever. They really captured the view inside the house with the panoramic windows on the octagon. Can you see the logs up above me? So these logs up above me are the guy who originally built the house had a logging company up in Wyoming, and these are white pine that they brought down and hand-hewn and put up here. All the big pine is white pine that they brought down and imported in here. The building is a block building, and when you drive up here, you'd be like, wow, they were really committed to building this house, because to get everything up here where it is and to the state it is really, you're just not going to find this quality for where it is anywhere around. The whole size of the house is, the bedrooms are both 24 by 16s. There's two bedrooms, one on each side, they each have a wing that have the bins on them.
We'll get to these in a moment. Just
yeah. Approximate square feet where it is. Why am I not thinking of where it is right now? Because I'm trying to...
don't mind us. Really, we're more professional than what we always, you know.
We're not. We're just this professional. It's 1,200 square feet is what I believe the house is. It has these homemade wood doors. You can see all this, a renovation that was recently done. This kitchen was all re-renovated. and had the Mexican tiles put into. Stove is brand new, microwave is brand new, the refrigerator is new, the sink is brand new. All the tiles are imported from Mexico. The guy who bought it does construction down in Mexico, and he retiled all of this main sculpture here in the middle. That is the support sculpture for this beautiful octagon house. It's a concrete floor. It has block walls. It has the wood. A lot of people are like, oh, it's just wood, slats, and roof. No, this roof was done right. So it has slats, 2x4s, insulation, more wood, and then it has the tar, and it has a metal roof on top of it. So you have insulation in the roof. A lot of times when we get on our off-grid houses, we find that they don't necessarily do that. But this house has that done onto it. And we're gonna find a lot of different things, beautiful little things about this house. There's a brand new garage, a metal building that was a car garage that was just built out here, or shop, or whatever you want to use it for. It is on complete solar. It's been upgraded. He just upgraded solar with all new panels and a new system and a couple new batteries. I actually watched them welding out here on the solar system with all the appliances running normally. So you don't have any problems to worry about with your power. This property, I will say, does not have a well, but it does have a 3,000 gallon cistern that we'll show you a little bit later that's underground. Water storage, you can have it hauled up. It could have a well put onto the property, but nobody's trying to do so as of yet. They've just been living off of the cisterns. We have power, we have water, and we have a septic system that has been installed on the property. And we're all ready to go. Everything is permitted in livable state, financeable. We've had multiple companies look at it and tell us that yes, this is financeable as of FHA. Pretty much almost anything we believe we have here, so give it a try. Anything else you want me to go over? Or
yeah, so did you get the acreage?
37 acres, I did.
Okay, so we got 37 acres here.
You can actually watch people coming up to your house from like a half hour away before they get here.
But there's a little secret that we managed to finagle.
We do.
We actually have the lot next door listed as well. So
Right
you could
next door.
actually go from the 36 acres to how many more acres?
That would put you up at 70, it's like 73 acres or something
Total.
like that.
So another 40 acres. So
It's another
yeah.
48, it's another 37 acre lot, so it's nice.
So there you go. So yeah, that's a little bonus, more buffer, all that good stuff. Just for legal purposes, we are Keller Williams, Arizona Realty,
For South team.
all that good stuff. Chip Isley, Tony Miller. Like I said, he is the official listing agent. If you want to see this house in person after today or whenever, you'll give him a call. What's your phone number real quick?
928-245-8098.
And of course, you can message us. And I'm trying to get back to the back of the camera because that's the only place I can see if anything's coming through message-wise.
I have it here.
But yeah, Chip's got his stuff pulled up. Let's just go ahead and show you the house real quick. And of course, Hank is here with me.
Hank is always here.
So let's see here. All right, let's take you for a trip here. So, and if I'm shaky, I'm sorry. I think you guys are somewhat used to it. So, this is the outside here. Just a quick overview of the exterior. Like I said, beautiful views. And like Chip said, you can see the Utah. Now this thing does have a metal roof. So this thing is pretty well done up. Good for security, good for long-term, not having to do much maintenance. The roof's gonna last forever. So there's your solar system. And this is the shop that they built, which is actually really nice shop.
It's under a year old.
Under a year old, just needs insulated. Come in here, spray foam this thing, and this thing would be excellent to live in. During summer when you're doing all your projects. And hopefully you can hear me. Give me just a sec. I gotta read, which means I gotta put on my glasses. Too big and me, but I'm not sure. Okay. Yes, and not for everybody. Okay, so there's a retaining wall right back here that they built just to help prevent any erosion. So you got that one there, and this one behind the shop. Like Chip said, they got some thought into this place. So there's your solar, like I said. And then you got another little storage shed right here. The rest of the solar system is in the house. Your cistern is underneath that lid right there. And still more views.
That's the property that's right over here to the right. Actually starts the property. We're really close to it. Just this is the other property adjacent as well.
And we can show you maps if you want to see that. Just message me or whatever. Probably the best to message me.
Front entryway with a nice little porch and a little rock fence put up.
We'll go ahead and do a walk around the house. So, like I said, this is a little move you stuck around. Apparently I didn't see all I had to do is hit reconnect and it fixed our problem. The property's in St. John. North of St. John's actually. I'm just kind of going around the outside here. Let you guys see the view and part of the house. Just give you kind of a walk around real quick. Like Chip. Alright, so apparently YouTube doesn't like me walking too far away from Starlink, but Facebook okay with it, so that's good. So let's check you inside the house now. That's the important part anyway. Alright, so security door, you have security, everything around here. As we walk in, so here's technically the front door. Here's your fireplace. Beautiful picture windows. You can just see forever and ever and ever. And the kitchen's over there. That's the center. That's just a big open space. So, here's our bedroom. Number 1 or 2, whichever one you want it to be. They both have a bathroom. So they got heaters. And then your sink is out here. Sliding barn door. And then your bathroom. And your shower. And then you come back around into the bedroom. And this closet here is your water supply, your water heater, your sub panel, charge. Let's see, that one's charge inverter or convert. That's your converter, charge controller, and your lithium batteries. That's what's powering this beast. So then we'll come out of this closet.
This is where your washer and dryer hookups are.
And we do have some floor outlets here and there. And Chip did just tell me that your washer dryer hookups are as well right here. So they got a gas line for a gas dryer. Be a little tight, but it'll fit. Okay. So let's go this way. And so here's your kitchen. Farm style sink, range, and then over here prep area, breakfast bar, whatever you want to use it for, serving bar. And then we're going to go into this room, which probably is more so the master. You've got a built-in closet right here, and then you come around the corner. And there I am. Like I said, see how working the dog here and the camera. Okay, so here's your bathroom. And then there's the shower. So it's 2 showers. And then your bedroom. Of course, you got beautiful views. Check that out. All right. And last time we were here, most of this furniture, there was a lot more furniture. You can see in the listing pictures how many pieces of furniture there was, and now they've cleaned it out pretty much almost to what they're leaving. I think that there's just a little bit of stuff for them to still take out, but that'll come. We're gonna get new pictures today while we're here, because why not? Let's see. I think that we got all the questions answered so far. Okay. So, like I said, if you're just joining us, feel free to ask and let me know where you want to go. If you see something or you want to see something, we'll take you there. So that's not a problem. If you want my ugly mug in the camera for a while, that's fine too. But I think this view is way better. Way better. You got any questions? I can't see. I don't have snow. I can't see on YouTube always. All right, so this soil out here, it's a rocky soil, a lot of sandstone, a little bit of clay. You actually, if you were to buy this place, you're not buying just up on top. You're actually going to be down in there a little bit. Let me pull up a map, and this is going to be kind of not the best way to do this, but I'm going to show you. So, if you can see it, which I hope you can, the green outline is the property. The blue dot is pretty much where we're at. And they did build the house a little bit close to the property line, but you know, that's not abnormal around here. And then this is the other lot, which would actually make it really nice to be able to give you that buffer. But this is also at the end of the road. So this would actually go about like so. And so all the way down to that dirt road down there is where the property ends. Neighboring property they have found, what were they called? Petroglyphs?
Petroglyphs, yes.
Yeah, petroglyphs. So they are in the area.
Yeah, huge monolithic, I mean, there's stones down there as big as this house almost.
Yeah, there is. There are some massive stones. I mean, those ones that you can see down there also.
That's the problem.
I mean, they're just massive. They're bigger than my by a lot.
Well, can you guys see the road? Can you see the road down there?
Yeah.
The road's like right there. The property goes all the way to the road from here. So that's kind of where the property goes to, is to the road right down in that area. So you can see how much property you have. It's hard to see on the camera, but man, I know when he lifted it up, you can kind of see as it reaches over that. It is just a beautiful view and beautiful things. Later on here in a little bit, I'm going to take you to a spot that I think is just really cool here on the property, and you can see yourself doing something really cool there.
Where's that at?
It's just right out over here.
Okay,
But
I'm just wondering if our
Starling's
Starlink's
gonna
going to
get there.
reach.
What if we ran it out that?
I could drive over there. I can get closer. You walk.
Look, we could drive. So over there is the to the left over here. This flat area is where the septic stuff is, but you could also build over there. But they flattened that out over there. We could go over there with it.
Okay. So yeah, there's a flatter area over here that you can do some stuff with. Trail down to the bottom would be really cool. It's still usable land, but you're up on top here. You are. If you want to grow a garden, down below is going to be a lot better, honestly.
Yeah.
But if you made a trail for like a four-wheeler or something, you would be down there in no time.
Yeah. There's some nice little terrace work with natural terracing going in down here. Let's try to see if you can see it. Where if you had like a four-wheeler, you go down, you could do some different terrace work where you could have different layers of gardening going on. Just some really cool features that you can work on. But yeah, I think we could totally get something working on that.
All right, so let's. Is there anybody who wants to see? Oh, let's see. What are we at? So yeah, we're losing our viewers, but that's not unheard of in an open house like this. So, heck, more people have shown up at this open house virtually than what we've had at some of our in-person open houses.
This is very true.
So, what do you?
So this is your.
Let's see. Okay, so we didn't miss anything there. Where's your Facebook? Is that one we looking? We looking too much?
We've had 18,
We were up to 22 on the other one.
23 plays.
Okay, but, and is it still rolling?
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, so let's get you guys into something fun here. I don't know what. Let's go over something right here. I want to show you something. Let's go back to these batteries.
Batteries right there.
Oh, I'm in the wrong room. See, you go around in circles around the centerpiece and I can get lost. Alright. So, if you are familiar with off-grid, in my opinion, this is the way to go now. Having these lithium batteries, I've actually got one outside in my 4Runner, that's what we're running off of right now. A little bit different than these. These are 51.2 volts at 100 milliamps, amp hours. These are pretty big batteries. They're very smart. They're all computer controlled basically. They don't overcharge, they don't undercharge, they take care of themselves. And back in the day when you were off-grid sucked because you were constantly filling the water in the batteries once a month. If you're really diligent about it, every 2 weeks. Some people I even know do it once a week, but that takes a lot of time to fill up, say maybe 30 batteries. So this is the way to go. This is modern, off-grid, just the way you like it. I hope I'm not. Yeah, it's a beautiful panel. Okay, being a home inspector in my previous life, opening panels, kind of worrisome some days. So, and if you don't know what the blue tank here is for, and you have a well or you're off grid, that blue tank, what that does is it has an air bladder in it. This pressure tank right here, or pressure pump, will pressurize this tank to a specific pressure, and this way that tank's probably equal to 30 gallons throughout the house. When you kick on your tap water, you're not going to get a fluctuation of pressure because this helps keep everything evened out. And then of course, why not have on-demand hot water? And that one is actually, is it gas? Yes, it is. It's a gas one. So you're only using that when you absolutely need it. That way you're not constantly filling up your propane tank. Very wisely done. They do have the bars on all the windows for extra security. Those could also be removed if you want to remove them. Okay. Let's go out here again. And like I said, a little courtyard. This is probably pretty well protected from any wind. Spring and fall, of course, we get winds. That's just how it is here on the mountain.
But this is on the right side of the house to prevent that.
Yeah.
So
Is that their propane hookup?
line. Mhm,
Okay,
that's the
so
propane hookup.
so they're just using small bottles that they take to town, fill them up when they need them. They really don't have a lot. I mean, they do have a lot running on propane. Everything, you know, the range, the 2 little heaters, and the water heater. But you know, it doesn't mean that you're going to be using a lot of propane. It just means that you're going to be using it, and that's where you're going to put your tanks at. This is the beast that brought us today, my Toyota 4Runner. If you've watched my videos in the past, you've seen it in the past, and this thing is a beast. It takes me where I want to be. And when I say it's off-grid, I mean that's a bathroom privacy place up there. That black tube is a water tank. Hand washing station down here. Folding tables. But what I was getting at is, remember I said I have my off-grid batteries. So that's my battery right there that runs my Starlink, which is right up there on top. So that's how I'm running. If we have to, I'll transfer over to the mini Starlink. I just have options, that's all. This truck actually has about 5 different means of communication attached to it. This is just another little storage. Has power. Has a drain there for something, not sure.
They were gonna bring water into it.
Okay. So you could put a tank in here or whatever you want to do. But it's made out of 8816 block and steel door. So not too shabby there. And then where did you want to take people?
I wanted to take them over that way.
Okay.
That's what I'd like to do. So what if you drove down that way and I walked that way?
Okay.
Would that work, you think?
Maybe. Or I'll just at least get to the edge here.
Okay.
So that way,
We can get around to the other side of the house better.
if YouTube times out, right under the rubber band is the refresh button.
Okay. All right, we're gonna try and get you over here some places so you can see some things. There's a little part of the driveway. They've flattened off a space over there that they've never used anything for. But I want to take you to a spot that's going to be pretty cool. See if we, how do we, SOS. We're doing good, all right, still. So, most of this right over, let's see, get my finger, that ridge right there, right up that middle point is kind of the edge of the property and it runs down this spot. We'll show you a little bit more about that here in a second. I'm going to carry this around so I don't want to just knock it everywhere. I mean, there's huge monolithic rocks out here. Like, this is a spot where I'm like, man, if I lived out here, this is where I'd come watch sunsets. It has a naturally built-in fire pit. It's not far from the house. You can see where we are still. I gotta spin it really slow. But this spot here, I mean, it is just breathtaking right here. I mean, just look at that slit in these rocks. You can see how big that is. That's a block for comparison. This spot right here is just breathtaking, and it's just going to, you can see back that way. We're going to run it along this way. You can see how big there, and then it runs up and right up volcanic rock. Another hill right here on the other side of the road. What if somebody builds there? Owned by the direction. There'll be nobody that'll ever live over that direction. So you don't have a house, a retreat, or to have an off-grid Airbnb. This is amazing for that. So once I get back up here, we'll look and see if we have any comments. But you can see how close we are to the actual house from where we were. Over here, like I said, you can see where they flattened out that section. You could do some things with that. Just a lot of possibilities up here. Not very many neighbors. You're not far from everything. But let's get back over here. See where we are. Do we have any comments, Tony?
Any what?
Comments? Comments?
Oh, I don't know. I can't see them. So let me see. Let's see. Any questions? Not on Zillow. Go ahead and take them and see if you got no viewers right now.
Got no viewers right now? No YouTube viewers? We'll go see if we
still
have.
have internet.
Yeah. I do. Once again, you can see why these windows are so cool. I'm just gonna sit you guys over here for a minute. I'm gonna look at and see, answer any questions anybody has, and go from there. Let's see, nobody on. I got 2 people on right now. Anybody want to see anything else on here while you're on here? You can go back and scroll through it as if you want to. But we have some pretty cool places here. Set it right here and keep an eye out. Let us know if you have any questions that we can answer. But we're here for a little bit longer. This is the Octagon House. So when they just recently remodeled this house, you can see the lights beside the wood up there. That was quite a feat to have done. Before they just had all the lights around the middle thing, and it just didn't really to the place. But he went in and had somebody install those and verified that there is insulation up there, there is space up there, and everything was actually done like the builder said it was, which is always a nice thing to hear, because we don't like to find out that it's not doing well. How warm would you say it's in here right now, Tony?
Temperature-wise?
High 70s maybe? Not quite.
75, and we've had the doors a little bit cracked open, so
And it has
not
these
bad.
big windows, and it's 75, and it's pretty warm. It's a warm day outside today.
It is.
We're going to get into the 90s if we're not already up and past that. But it keeps a pretty decent temperature. I think if somebody had a fan or something in here, it would really make a huge difference. Moving the air around.
A little bit of humidity and some airflow, you'd be good,
Yeah.
good to go. We're actually at our halfway point right now. We're gonna take this till 12 o'clock Phoenix time. If you're just tuning in, you don't want to start over, just ask us and we'll take you on another tour. Start over, whatever you want.
Yep.
So you guys are in charge. We're just here on camera. We got the phones simultaneously. One's going to Facebook, one's going to YouTube. Just shoot us a message, and we're trying to keep up with them. If we don't see your message right away, just give us a moment, and we will get to you. We just have to keep checking it over here on a tablet. So, like I said, it's a little new to us. I'm sure there's a lot of things we can do differently. I really don't like the fact that when I'm done with the live, sometimes all the messages disappear. So hopefully, if you need me, if I don't respond to you after this and you needed something, go to my Facebook, to Tony's Everyday Life. You can message me there anytime you want. If you're on Chip's feed on Facebook already, you already know what to do on how to get a hold of him. Give us a minute. As soon as we get somebody looking, we're going to show you some more. And this phone won't stop blowing up. I've got a few things I've got to take care of. So let's switch you around right here just to kind of give you some different views as well.
Done right, it has the cold PEX blue and the hot PEX is red. Very easily distinguishable when you're doing your stuff. So Tony wanted to look at you. He said he wanted to see you guys.
No.
Just teasing. He just said that I need to speak more. All the PEX in the house is all the plumbing in the house is PEX. There is wiring throughout the house. It was an inch of choice, but there is, the outlets are on the floors, so they're not in the walls, but they're all throughout the house, spread throughout. We've been here for a little over an hour now. We're not going to have any problem with this electricity. It'll run, we have all the lights turned on, everything running. The refrigerator, something that people don't understand is if you do it right, these things are possible. The refrigerator is not an refrigerator. It is just a standard, I think it's a Samsung Whirlpool. It's a Whirlpool, standard Whirlpool refrigerator. It is running right now. There is frozen ice cream in the freezer.
They can't see you. Hold on. He didn't take the camera with him.
I know.
We'll get it.
We'll get it. So this is the refrigerator. Opening it up, I don't know, can you see frost in there, but this is ice cream. It is frozen solid. It is frozen solid, and it's been here, like, I don't know how long it's been here, but the freezer is frozen. The refrigerator is running. Everything is cold. Nice cold water bottle in here. It is not set to like barely cold, it is cold. So one of the other things is this is not a, there's different things you can get offered that help with certain things where they don't consume your power. Microwaves are not one of them. This is just a standard Magic Chef microwave, and it's gonna run just fine. It's gonna get hot, it's going to make things warm. What's that?
Modern off-grid living.
Tony says this is modern off-grid living, and you know, this is a chef's stove. Take a close look at this. We have the nice big metal iron grates. You got the two big ones in front, a nice one for if you wanted to put a griddle on top of it, a warming one, another one. Under the underlighting underneath the counters, I don't know if you can see that. The hood has been vented out. Everything has just been done really nice. Lots of nice little touches where you won't have to go back and touch it again. Just move in ready. So I'm gonna check for comments again and see what everybody says, but I'm gonna give you this view one more time. Probably 50 times, but that's okay.
Take me for a trip through the bedrooms.
Okay, we'll go through a trip through the bedrooms. And my trip going through the bedroom, I just about did it. I'm gonna lower this just a little bit, because when I was walking out there, I'm like, oh, I'm catching it on everything. But, yeah, here we'll do this. There is a fireplace in here, also. Very nice little fireplace. Here's the back door. You can just, I mean, that is the view out your back door. Just spectacular. Then we're gonna go through the bedrooms again. So this is the entryway. I have these beautiful doors that are barn style doors, but you can see how that looks across with the tiles and everything. And you can see once again all the hand-hewn white pine logs in here. That's a custom mirror, hammered copper sink with custom Mexican tiles. This is the bathroom. Nice big open space. And, yeah, nice little tile work on everything. It's a slate tile. All the woodwork has been sealed. Little hand towels, stuff. All the woodwork has been sealed, in case anybody's wondering about that. Nice big bedroom. So it's a 24 by 16 space. So that's a nice big bedroom space. That would be just this space here. Oh, I lost some viewers, but that's okay. We like the ones we had. We know all it takes is people to ask. I just thought it's just so cool. All these big old logs in here. Going into the master bedroom. Once again, we have barn style doors going into the bedroom where they slide open and slide close. Very big space saver in here. Closet has some shelving on this side here, room for decorations or whatever on the top. Nice little dual rack closet space. Wooden doors, kind of keeping with the wood theme. You got your heater in here. There's the floor plugs. Here's some of the views. This one just goes into the front yard, and you can see. Let me get to the better side there. Nice little fence there. Here's the view out the bedroom window. Like I said, you have views for hours and hours. And sunsets are just amazing here. If you look at the listing, you'll see that there's a sunset picture slapped on there. I was here one evening. I was able to pick that up. You know, here's a view from your bathroom. Once again, just really awesome views. Another shower with the sliding door in the master. Nice tile works. You can see the glass shelves, the woodwork that continues into the bathroom, the cool little submarine light, the tile work in the bathroom that's completed and finished. Just all the little tile details and everything throughout the house. The bed frame and the bed stays with the house. There we're on a tour there. Amazing house. Is there anything you want to see? You're on the comment about the amazing house. There's Tony. But we have a lot of really cool things going on.
It's not always easy talking about an open house for 2 hours, especially to nobody who's asking questions. I'm glad that there's a few of you paying attention right now. That makes it a little bit easier to know that when you are talking, at least somebody's maybe listening. Maybe you just have me pulled up and helping me out with my views. I don't know. Either way, we appreciate you. Real quick, I wanted to talk about something that's new in the real estate world. There's going to be a lot of confusion in the next 6 to 8 months, I think. And people, the general public, you really don't have, not everybody has a real good idea about this right now. So there was a lawsuit that said that there was some prices and charges not being disclosed. Well, we've always disclosed everything we've ever put just the way we do business. But somewhere else, it didn't happen. Anyway, long story short, lawsuit, and what came of it is now they've taken off the MLS what the co-broke is. And a lot of people thought, oh, well, because we're removing the co-broke from the MLS, that means that the buyer's agents aren't going to get paid more. Well, that's not true. And it's also not true that when you list a house, you're going to be able to just offer nothing. A lot of people think that, oh, now I don't have to pay the buyer's agent. The buyer is responsible for all that. Well, that is not necessarily the truth or the way it's going to go. What we do is we have a buyer-broker agreement. That buyer-broker agreement, we state on there that we work for X amount of dollars or percent of a sale, and that's the minimum that we're going to work for. We're going to have you sign this, and that's the minimum you're going to pay. So if we ask you that, we tell you we're going to pay 2.5%, that's what we charge because we're worth it. We go out there, we do the homes, we show you the homes, we do this paperwork for you, make the process as smooth as possible. So there is a chance that you have a seller out there that says, well, I'm only paying 1%. And that was our unfortunate buyers to pay 1.5% on top of, so they're going to be responsible for that extra 1.5%, take up that 2.5%. It's unfortunate, but there's going to be a lot of agents out there who say, hey, yeah, you don't have to offer nothing no more. And those agents who are doing that, they're going after listings. If you're listing your house and I come to you and say, I'm going to charge you 6% to sell this house total. And the end result, someone else comes along and they say, I only charge you 3% because I'm not paying the other agent 4%. Well, here,
Hold on, just a second.
he's doing something real quick.
Mine ended, so I gotta figure out what's going on.
Okay.
Oh,
Get this
okay.
mic back on and then we'll get back to this. All right.
Because it's important.
And I see some stuff maybe popping up right here. Give me just a second. Sorry about that. Okay. So, that camera looks a lot crooked. I'm not paying the other agent. And you have every right to do that. But I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of agents out there, when they come into a deal and they say, okay, what are you paying for the co-broke? And they say 0%. A lot of agents will flat out, number one, not show that house. And then number two, may have a client, like we have so many of, that have no extra money to pay that 2.5% to us. So be cautious. If you're listing a house, just because you can pay less does not mean you're going to get more. I urge you to go with somebody who's actually going to fight for you, work for you, and everything else that we do all the time. And we get paid for it. We get compensated, and people think we get compensated too well, but we get compensated the way we do for a reason, because we work our tails off. If you're listing your house and you try to do it at a cut rate, you're going to have problems because you're going to eliminate a lot of buyers. Number one, a lot of the buyers are right at their threshold. Most of them don't have money for barely have the money for the down payment and the title fees. They don't have that extra money to pay the agent for showing them and for getting them the house. A lot of people think, oh, well, I'll just go straight to the listing agent. Okay, now you've gone straight to the listing agent. Some of them, like myself, are really good at doing both sides. We can do both sides. We can be fair to everybody because we know how. There's other agents that don't. They want both sides so they can just get paid both sides and be done and over with. So you just gotta be cautious of all that. I may do another video here in the future focusing on that a little bit more, but right now I'm just kind of letting things settle in. Beginning of August, right now our MLS actually has implemented things to stop all of it, or to start the new process. I'm gonna let this new process go for a little bit, see what happens. I already see a bunch of confusion out there. A lot of realtors are already saying that they're hearing mass confusion and pandemonium, whatever. We're not out of work, we're not out of business, we're just having to do things differently, that's all. And if you do have questions, feel free to call and ask me, or text me, call me, message me, whatever. I'm available. My phone number, if you ever need something real estate, 928-242-3502. There, it's out there, it's on the internet. Not afraid to do that. If someone's bugging me, I know how to block them. I don't know what people are so afraid of all the time. Anyway, I'm in business to help you. I'm in business to make money and make a living, and that's what we do. So don't worry about this lawsuit thing. It's just another way of having to change things in the real estate business, and we're going to do it. So let's get back to this house. Is there anything that you want to see or any questions you have? Let's see. Amazing. Yeah. So someone says sounds too low. I'm going to guess about the sound is too low. Okay, I don't know what else I can do about it. I've got my
We got fancy.
mic plugged in, and I did notice that on, let me do this since we're not outside. Take the fuzzy ball off, see if that helps any. It shouldn't, but it could. I did notice that when I was watching Chip walk around. I tried a couple things, but I don't know that I can fix it anymore except for talk louder or mic up. That's about all I could do. Hopefully that made a difference and you guys can hear a little bit better. And we'll move the mic. When we're moving around, we're going to flip it around so that way it's aiming at us. It's a shotgun mic I opted to use today. I decided not to mic up. If I need to, I will for you guys. The only reason I decided not to mic up is that we're still getting phone calls, and we got to make sure that we're not transmitting over YouTube and Facebook with these phone calls. So just out of the keeping everything on the up and up for our clients. So what else do you guys want to see? You want to see New Mexico? We can almost see that if we get on the other side of this hill. So this house is actually, how far are we away from New Mexico? Let me,
5 miles.
I'll measure it here. So let's measure how far are we. There's that. So from New Mexico, we are a whopping 7 miles away. So if that gives you an idea, we're about probably 10 miles north of St. John, 7 miles west of New Mexico, if that gives you an idea where we're at. We can send you the MLS listing on this. You can also go to you.
I did put the MLS
Oh, did you?
listing,
On Facebook?
a link to it in the thing.
Okay, on YouTube as well? Okay, so there is a link there. Click on that.
22 miles north of St. John.
22 miles north of St. John's. Wow, we drove a little further than I thought. What else can we tell you about this one? Open skies, great strategic point. Just need a bunker and we're good to go. You know, whatever your prerogative is. Drilling a well here is not impossible. You could still drill a well. I haven't witched this one. I'm actually fairly decent at witching a well, but I have not witched this one. Probably in all honesty, easier to get water down the flat and pump it up the hill.
There's actually, from here, you know when you turn, before we turn the corner up on top of the mesa right there?
Uh-huh.
There is a ranch well right there.
Okay, so there's a well nearby too.
Within a mile of here, there's a ranch well that's down there. There's also one about 3.5 miles towards New Mexico.
So
south.
there's wells here. You're most likely gonna hit Coconino Aquifer. You're probably looking anywhere from 30,000 to 50,000 to drill, just guessing. That would just be on the buyer, whoever they want, however they want to work it. If you're not using a ton of water, it may not be worth it to you. If you're wanting this as a bug out, you may want to go and drill a well. You may want to get that constant flow of water going.
Total offline, no dependence.
Yes, yeah, no dependence at all. That's the only dependence you have. That and Starlink. I mean, that's your only what you're depending on around here. And don't forget the tax assessor to send you a bill every year. They're depending on you.
What's the tax bill? It's like $400
$400 a year for taxes here.
Yeah.
This is once again, this is a site-built house. This is not your normal off-grid that you see. A lot of people, when they think of off-grid, they see off-grid. Or back in my day when I inspected off-grid, some days you worried what you're going to walk into. I've seen some really hokey deals. I've seen some shacks that they called off-grid homes. Of course, everybody has their own. Every structure that somebody's living in is obviously a home, and that's what they make a home. But there's different levels of it. I've only seen one that was level up from this house ever, and that thing, you could probably charge your Tesla car, probably 10 of them at a time, with over 300 solar panels on this property. Insane. And it was one of those weird ones. You drove through town, got onto an off-road, and then started off-road. After about an hour of mud bogging, I made it to the house. Not even sure how they built that place all the way out there. This one, it's about, how far? 5 minutes from St. John's. Half of the trip is dirt road.
It's about 17 miles on dirt road.
17 miles dirt? Okay, wow, man. I must be driving way too fast or something, or the ride's too, because it didn't feel like that far. The road is well maintained, it looks like. We did leave out of here one time. I don't recommend leaving if it's raining. We had the Raptor, we left out of here, and we were throwing 40-foot rooster tails the whole way out just to get out of here. Next, they say it rained last night. There was a few puddles on the ground. Everything was dried up for the most part. My 4Runner barely has any mud on it. So it's a passable road. You gotta know your seasons. You gotta know if it's raining, just wait. If you live up here, out here, and you're off grid, unless it's a medical appointment, and if it is, you leave a day early. You plan for those things. You don't just wing it, So you have time when you're up here to get out.
Watch your weather forecasting too, because they're pretty accurate. They're
Yeah.
not perfectly accurate. They're like, it's gonna rain and nothing will happen, but about 80% of the time, if they say it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain.
Yeah, and weather forecasting, here's another thing. You can watch weather forecast all day long. You can listen. You can also go to Tempest, WeatherFlow, buy your own little weather station that reports to NOAA. It goes on your house, and it predicts the weather at your house. I've got one on my house I've been using for 4 years now, and it's very accurate. It's not perfect. The weatherman's not perfect, but I think it actually, I compare it with AccuWeather, and AccuWeather versus WeatherFlow. The WeatherFlow is always more accurate. More accurate temperature-wise, more accurate rainfall, snow, all the above. Now, the only thing it doesn't do is inches or anything like that. It predicts when, and if it's going to be heavy or light is basically what it does. But I highly recommend that, especially if you're off-grid. It doesn't take any electricity, really. I mean, the modem, a little bit of ampere voltage there, but that's it. The head unit itself is actually solar powered, has no moving parts. I know I'm not trying to them. They don't pay me. They should, but they probably just made 10 sales. I don't know. But that system is the best weather system I've ever seen. And it's like $350 somewhere in there, $400. I don't remember exactly. But it's a really good system to have. You can also outfit this place with cameras, and being where the roads are and everything, you can actually, if you're worried about bug out, you're worried about that kind of safety, there's so many strategic places you can place cameras that you would have forewarning, you would have motion alarms, whatever you need. It's easy to outfit this place with that. So yeah, let's take a break for a second. Me talking anyway. We got one person watching. Is there anything anybody wants to see? Should we have Chip take you on another tour?
I was gonna go out to the metal building again and maybe walk through that.
Okay. All right, have at it. All right,
Problem is,
what do you got?
it's on here now because my phone wasn't loading up.
You got people on there? Give us just a moment.
I don't think so. Okay.
Or just leave it facing.
I can just leave it facing that way. Did it turn off? Nope.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just leave it.
It's not windy, so you should. You might need that.
I'm gonna be inside too, so it'll be all right. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go at the, what are we looking at? Oh yeah, we're gonna go look at the garage and the outdoors a little bit. So, lots of nice little things here. Like you said, oh, hit that. That's why I put it lower so I wouldn't hit that like that. Sorry about that. That is a 3,000 gallon water tank underneath there, underground. Keeps it going cool and everything. You can see water spigots running throughout the yard. Well, there's a couple out in the yard. Here we are here of this nice metal building. It's under a year old. You can see it has LED lights in here. Some cabinetry, kind of a couple little things. Put a little insulation in here and you'd be good to go for a lot of things. How big is it? Let's see, those are 10 by 10s. So 20 by 30. I'd say it's 20 by 30. Pretty close to 20 by 30 on there. It has a nice metal door, has the roll-up doors. And as you can see here, it has the locks in the bottom so that you can lock everything up when you leave. The doors roll up and down really quite nicely. And nice beam structures here. You can see the I-beams. Everything, you can see the lights on. And here now that I close. Natural light along with these nice bright LEDs. That's the nice metal door. It locks up. You can see that it locks up there. Here's the driveway. We got some ponderosa pines. This is a pipeway that goes underneath that you can see that they put it up here for the rain catch so that when the rain runs through here, you can see how it did last night. It ran through here, ran right down underneath there, right out over there. Lots of the property out here. Lots of cool views. Making sure I don't walk too far away from the internet. This is just up away. I mean, you can see where the house is. Everything, the views. You know, they flattened out a little spot down here where you could go do a few things. And there's another spot right over there. There's your closest neighbor way over there. That's a pinon pine tree. There's a few of them on the property. Lots of opportunities. And like Tony said, it's a house that's it's built out here. It's not thrown up or dropped off and ragtag put together. This is a block home, built up and ready to go, and has some interesting colors where it ties in nicely. Like you can't even see it from the road. If you know where to look, you can see it when you're driving up, but you can't really see it. But it has some of these nicety things going on. Here's your, see how it's on there for that, and it has the gates, so if you want to lock it up and close it up for good. It has just nice little features all over the place. And wow, automatic opening doors that sound like Tony. We'll throw that in for an undisclosed amount of money. But yeah, so there's the home. There's that outside look of everything too.
All right, well, we got about 25 minutes. What else you guys want to see? Is there anybody even tuned in? That's always the question. No, so we're talking to ourselves a little bit right now, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Here you go.
So, real quick,
Hold on.
it's the little details of this house
Hold on.
that really get you.
Let me get the mic flipped around so you guys can hear him. Okay.
So it's the little details. This is just a handmade door. It's 2x4 thick. It has the metal studs in it. It has opening and closing. You can lock it up that way. But they've also put in what you might call a secure lock. It's
Keep out lock.
A keep out lock. And like I said, you see all the little tile details. And the big hinges. This is a hand forged. You can tell little pieces that were put on there. It's the details that kind of get you coming and looking at more and more. So you can see it on the front door. They have the same. You can see it on the front door. They have the details in the door with the lock, where you can really get it locked up in there good. Not worry about it. Oh, we got somebody. Anything you want to see? Go ahead and put it in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Oh, they're all scared. 74 more minutes.
How many more?
Oh, 74 is how long we've been. You got anybody on over here?
I just told him to go to YouTube.
Oh.
And we got 2 people now. See? Oh man, we keep bouncing 2, 1, 0 people. So, you know, I know this is abnormal. I know that some people are just clicking on, oh, what's this? And yeah, it's nothing. But if you're looking for an off-grid property in Arizona, we have the off-grid property for you. This house here, if you'd like a tour of it real quick, we're just doing virtual open house. That means that you get on here and you want to see something, tell us, show me the house, and I'll give you your personal tour right now.
We scared them all away again?
Yep. Up to 22 people did get on it.
I've had 48 on mine, so. Yeah.
The people come and go, just like an open house.
Just like an open house. And it isn't, we're not expecting people to stay and
No.
watch the whole thing. We're expecting people to come. And this will be,
Come, go, and
this will be saved on yours, and we'll push it out on mine, and it'll be on mine. Part of it will be on mine too. I think yours
And
will
you're
have the
back.
best sound.
And so, just like a regular open house, somebody just came in through the door. Sorry, we don't have cookies for you though. No problem. No muffins, no cookies, no tacos.
We should do virtual.
But we have a
tacos
house that you
next
can see.
time.
Like to, he says we should have virtual cookies. So yeah, if you want to see, just holler. They left.
Oh, they're back. Somebody's back. Ooh, is there anything you guys want to see now that you're back? Look at this beautiful house. Look at these wonderful logs.
Can't hear you.
Look how everything's doing. Can you hear me better now? How do you know if you can't hear me?
We did half the thing that way.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I'm like right here. But yeah, just beautiful working. Here we'll walk you back through the bedroom. Look at some more of the details. This is a front door, back door. There is no front door, back door. They're both front door, back doors. You could use it however you wanted to. Nice detail in here. Bedroom right here with everything on it. Hold on just a second. I'm gonna try to make it.
There we go. Maybe you can hear me better now. Here's the bedroom. You can see the wood, the white pine, hand-hewed white pine running throughout the house. Here's a utility room. Here's your hot water heater. Here's your pressure tank to keep the pressure consistent. There's your pump from the tank outside. Here's set up for your washer and dryer. The dryer would be set up as a propane one. Here, propane hot water heater. Here's your electrical panel. And it's a nice looking electrical panel. So people did things. It's even labeled, like half the time it's never labeled. But we have that for you. Here's your solar converter. And there's your batteries, your lithium batteries. These are going to last you a long, long time. There's plug outlets for anything extra you needed. Did I get everything in here? Oh, let's see. This is an interesting piece, is that they said that a lot of times what they have problems with is if people come over, one person's taking a shower or going to the bathroom, and now you can brush your teeth or comb your hair and get ready without having to worry about bothering them. It's kind of in the middle of the room. Kind of cool. Just a different take on the same thing. Your bathroom, first base, shower with glass door. Nice big shower. Once again, it goes up into the pines. And then we'll just sneak over to the master bedroom. There's Tony. Yeah, he's playing on his phone. Don't let him. No, I'm just kidding. And Hank was taking a nap, though. Here's the master bedroom. You can see all the woodwork following through on that. Propane heater if you needed a propane heater. Let's see, we got outside look through the window to the front yard. You can see the garage over there and the shed right there. And then this is the master bedroom. Furniture stays in here. This master bedroom set. And view from the master bedroom. You can just, like I said, you can see forever out here. And then we got the master bathroom. There's your master bathroom with the tiles and the copper forged sinks. Everything in the house has PEX piping through it, and it's done correctly with the two different colors. Here's the master shower and the tile work that's done in here. And also continuing on, the wood is still in here. It just gives it a really big feel to the whole thing. But yeah, if there's anything you guys want to see that are looking, let me know. We can go take a look or look at something more closely. We're going to go walk around the main living room. The doors for both the bedrooms are these sliding doors. So you have more of a barn door, a sliding door figure, and there's the closet. This house is on 48-volt system. Some of the things on all the solar panels and stuff, this is a refrigerator, just a standard Whirlpool refrigerator. It is not an off-grid refrigerator. This is a freezer. This is how good the solar's working. I mean, this is solid frozen ice cream. I don't know if you can see the mist coming out of there. It's a little crooked, there we go. But it's a little humid today. Can you see it with my hand there? Not if I don't show it, you can't. But it is frozen solid in there. It's been frozen for a long time. Here's the kitchen. I keep kicking the thing, so don't, if it's a little bumpy, that's me. Under cabinet lighting, the beautiful tile work. This cooker stove, propane with the hood. Main living area with all these wonderful windows. Look at all those huge windows. They are taller than me, even if I were to stand in them. This one's set so you can open it up and get some airflow through here. But the rest of them are just nice, solid, paned windows you can just really look through. Anything else you guys want to look at and see? There's a fireplace, doors. There's a big lizard on a rock. Oh wow, that is a big lizard. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. You can zoom it. Oh, there he is. See that big old lizard on the rock? But, yep, and now they're gone.
How many people we got right now? Not a one?
We had two the whole time I walked through, so that's why I kept going. Huh? It says live.
Oh. Only 15 minutes to go.
Next time, I think I might have to get that other program again so we can do one stream to a couple different platforms.
Or just stream it, tell everybody go to YouTube.
Yeah. I turned mine off.
You did?
Yeah. You told everybody to go to YouTube, so I told everybody before they go to YouTube and ended it.
You're gonna post it to 30 days, right?
I'm gonna what?
Post to 30 days. Yes, I'm posting it for 30 days. It'll post it for 30 days.
Yeah, I mean, it'll keep putting it, leave it up for 3 days. Nobody.
Just me.
Just you. Didn't even say you.
It will. $115. And we got one more person back. Hello, person. Where are you from? We're struggling here. We've had Lumpy stop into this open house and check it out. Are you one that wants to go see something? Sorry, I gotta come back over here to see behind the camera if you had anything. Where are you from? What brought you here today? Are you there? Nope, gone. Well, now we got two. It's crazy. These numbers never make any sense. Actually, we've got like 13 minutes left of this virtual open house. It's something that we've never done before, something that we will do again. It's really something that you have to try. This house itself is out. You could call it the boonies. Takes a while to get to, and let me flip this mic around and make sure you hear me. Like I said, something new that we've done. It's not something that most people do. It's really hard to come up with content to talk about for 2 hours. People want to see stuff. It's going to help, but we figured, hey, let's show people what we can do. Let's think outside the box a little bit. Let's help our sellers. Let's help our buyers. You know, everybody's going to come all the way over here just to look at this place, and they're going to miss the beauty of it. They're going to miss all of what it has to offer. And doing what we're doing right here is just an added bonus to our sellers. This is something you don't just run out and do. There's no internet out here. I had to bring internet with me. Thank God for Starlink. We got 2 Starlink panels out there right now. We're running off of one of them. The other one's up for just in case something happens to the other. We got backup. But you don't just run out here. And then you got these phones. They're always ringing. And, you know, so we had to bring extra cameras to be able to do this, aka phones. You know, it's not just an easy thing. We don't have donuts, we don't have muffins, we don't have cookies. If you're waiting for your cookie for coming and seeing the open house, I'm sorry. You have to come join us at one. Well, this is a real open house, don't get me wrong. Let's rephrase that. Join me at a in-person open house. I'll get you a cookie, no problem. If you want, we've done tacos, we've done street tacos, those are awesome. The hard part is not sitting there just eating everything. Of course, I've got my own diet now that prevents me from eating those anyway, so okay. Let me just peek back here real quick. See if we got. All right, so we have 3 of you sticking with us. Nobody's asking questions. Let me take you on a quick tour of the inside of this house again. And flip this back around. So, keep Chip out of there. He's over there. All right. There's a bedroom. I'm going to go in a circle first. There's the door to the side yard. There's a bedroom. There's a door to the outside, the front basically, and your fireplace, and your amazing view right here. If you're signed on, shoot me where you're from. What state, at least, or country. I mean, we got viewers all over the world, so anything can be. There's the center of the house. Now let me take you into the guest house, or guest part of the house. So all these have little sliding barn doors. I'll take and turn around. So you can see a sliding barn door right there. And this is the bathroom with shower for that. And then there's your sink and vanity. And then we'll get to that in a second. Armoire for a closet. A little propane heater. Now this off-grid home has all the electricity and everything you need due to what's in here. First of all, there's our water tank. That's to keep the pressure and flow very stable in the house. Makes it so it's just like city water. That's your on-demand water heater. Sub panel, charge control, and inverters and converters. And then the 3 lithium batteries running in place. You got lots of power here. This is a modern type of off-grid living. This is not your standard off-grid. Go out and keep the batteries wet and hope they have enough charge throughout the day, all that kind of good stuff. So master bedroom, as you walk in, here's a built-in closet. Once again, barn door. Little propane heater. Views to die for. Out the window. Here. I'd take the bars off personally. And then there's Hank. If you know Hank, say hi to Hank. And then this is, like I said, this is the master. Got an accordion style door there, glass shelves for your soap and shampoo, beams running through the shower, which is kind of cool. Like these beams just, they're massive and they're real. That is your support for this house. That is not just faux beams that somebody threw up there and boxed in around nothing. That is actually what is holding this house up. You don't get that just anywhere. And maybe just because he had some extras, built this cool little structure for the kitchen. Once again, you got to see this view. What do you want to see? We got 3 people. Well, 1 person, I don't know. It keeps bouncing. We got people hanging on here. What do you want to see? What's important to you about a house? Are you an off-grid person? Or do you need the city life and the grid to maintain? Me personally, I've gotten to the point where I kind of like my luxuries. I don't like having to work so hard. But this is a great thing to live at too, because you have no electric bill, you have no sewer bill, you have no, well, you have a gas bill because you got to go get some propane for the stove and for the water heater. But you can live pretty inexpensively out here to keep everything maintained. Right out there, they actually have a septic system. It's probably right there. It's where the leach field is. This property, if you weren't here earlier, is a long rectangle, and I get to this window over here. So right there is a road, and the property pretty much goes along it at the bottom. So you got a lot of hill down below you. Okay. Everybody just wants to hear me talk today. Man, I'm glad everybody else likes listening. 'Cause I don't. I don't listen well to myself or my wife. Let's take a walk outside real quick. Yes, and she will attest to that. Not to worry. So, I don't know if you remember 2.5 Men, but by the time I see these doors, it reminds me of 2.5 Men TV show. Even the screen door matches. You got a little patio out here, protected from the wind, little rock wall. Up there's, that's a storage building. That's made out of block as well and has a metal roof. There's your solar system. There is your garage/shop. There's the beast. You ever get in trouble, give me a call, I'll get you out. Don't worry. As long as you're in Arizona anyway. Part house right there. Look at these rocks. I mean, these things, this is actually one of the smaller ones. I'm going to put Hank on it real quick for you. Now, if that tells you a little bit about the size, but like I said, that is actually small. Then, take a look. See what you think. You want to buy it? Everybody should want to buy it, right? The properties I would buy if I had an infinite amount of money. All right. We got 10 minutes of this left. Right now, we're gonna shut 242-302 or 928-245-8098. All right. Nobody's on. Yeah, so the green is the property we're on. The yellow is an additional property that you can buy as well. So give us a holler if you have any questions. We're going to sign off, and you guys have a great day. Thank you for showing up, whoever did, and we'll see you next time.